When it comes to Drake, it has officially started. The leaking and lying has hit a new high. A brand new snippet just surfaced where Drake is going after Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Serena Williams, and more. This is the crash-out anthem of all crash-out anthems. If you think both Kendrick and Schoolboy Q would destroy Drake in a battle right now, leave a like. And if you think Iceman is heading straight toward a historic flop, leave a like too.
By the end of this, you'll be convinced either way. So go ahead and subscribe. No time to waste. When it comes to this Iceman rollout, Drake is desperately scraping for any relevance, any traction, anything at all. The bar has hit rock bottom. And the newest trick being pulled is yet another snippet surfacing. Whether it's Drake himself or the hackers he keeps blaming, it doesn't matter. What matters is what's actually in the song. And it has gotten Drake into serious trouble.
What we're finding out is that Drake has been secretly writing diss tracks this whole time. The same guy who told us he studies rap battles, but really studied lawsuits, is out here dissing again after all that courtroom crying. And the disses aren't subliminal either. These are direct name drops. So the guy who tried to legally ban diss tracks is now making diss tracks with real names in them. The hypocrisy is truly something else.
Here are the actual bars. He says, "Serena, but I'm cool with Venus. I'd be hanging around those like I'm Dua Lipa." And then right after, "I might hit up Schoolboy Q and do a remix. They be making peanuts. We don't ever piece it up, the stuff we got between us." That's it. That's the song. And while it's only a few seconds, the fact that these specific bars were the ones surfaced first tells you exactly what this whole thing is. Pure spite with nothing else behind it.
Either Drake or the hackers put this out deliberately to bait people into caring about Iceman again. Because at this point, the only thing that generates any interest around Drake is watching him crash out and take shots at people who embarrassed him. That's the entire play now. There's no musical excitement here, just drama. And while Serena and Q both got called out, what I'll say is this: it is genuinely impressive how hypocritical one person can be while producing the most underwhelming music of the year at the same time.
Let's just be real about how bad this is. Drake spent an entire era trying to weaponize the legal system against rap beef, attempting to change what a diss track even means in this culture. And now, that same person is back outside writing diss tracks with name drops in them. He tried to sue over this exact thing, and now he's doing it himself. If he releases this officially, he is permanently signing away any argument he has left that diss tracks should have legal consequences. Which honestly, good. Drop it.
I genuinely hope he releases the full song, because the moment he does, he is officially back on the board as a target. He can't run to the courtroom anymore after putting out bars with people's names in them. And I would love to see Schoolboy Q respond. I would love to see anyone on that side check him properly, because Drake has earned every single bar that could possibly come his way at this point.
That said, every rapper considering a response probably still has one concern in the back of their mind: that Drake will make family matters into actual legal matters the second things don't go his way. Because that is exactly who he has shown himself to be. But even with that fear, when you look at what these bars are actually saying and who they're targeting, this song should be the final nail in the coffin of Drake's ability to sue over rap beef ever again.
Because the first target isn't even a rapper, it's Serena Williams. Someone who cannot defend herself here because this isn't her profession. And this isn't the first time either. Back in 2022, Drake already went after Serena on Middle of the Ocean, calling her husband a groupie. Now he's back, dragging her sister Venus into it too, claiming he still keeps in contact with Venus as a way to plant seeds of family tension. It's a petty, calculated move aimed at two women who don't rap and who can't fire back on wax.
And even if everything said in rap beef were taken as fact, the goal here is obvious. Drake is trying to make things awkward between two sisters. That's the play. And you can't even deny that's what he's doing, no matter how big a fan you are. It is just strange behavior from a grown man who cannot let go of a relationship that ended years ago.
And this brings up the bigger pattern worth naming. Is Drake's only move in beef trying to destroy people's personal relationships? Because the evidence is everywhere. The Williams sisters, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, Kendrick and Whitney, Kendrick and Baby Keem, Kendrick and Dave Free, Pusha T and his wife, Kim Kardashian. Every single time Drake enters a beef, he reaches for the same weapon, attacking someone's family or closest relationships instead of their rap credibility.
Look, there are no rules in rap beef, and going personal is fair game. But Drake doing this exact same thing over and over again has become so predictable and so corny that it stopped being competitive a long time ago. It doesn't feel like sport. It feels like someone who genuinely wants to ruin people's personal lives as a goal in itself. As Kendrick said on Euphoria, once a lame, always a lame. And on the other side of this song, the post-beef Drake energy is always the same thing now. Him declaring he will never reconcile with anyone on Kendrick's side. There are 1,000 versions of this same vow at this point. And while refusing to make peace with people who embarrassed you is at least respectable in principle, saying it at the end of a weak diss about TDE doesn't make it land any harder. It just sounds like someone trying to sound tough while the music underneath it is falling apart. Because the cycle Drake keeps running is this: make a diss, get checked, sue, repeat. And now he's back at the beginning of that cycle again. Something is clearly not working. And the Schoolboy Q name drop is the most glaring proof of that. This bar isn't just a diss at Q, it's Drake trying to tell Kendrick that everyone around him is irrelevant. And that talking point collapses immediately when you look at Drake's own label situation. Because while Drake is calling TDE peanuts, one of OVO Sound's most hyped signees is currently a full-time chef. His music career went so sideways under Drake's leadership that the man literally works in a kitchen now.
So the guy running OVO Sound, a label with one of the most consistently underwhelming rosters in mainstream rap history, is out here calling out other people's crews. Drake, your artists are the ones doing peanuts. Your signees have never touched a chart. Party Next Door is the only OVO artist with a real career, and even his trajectory has declined the closer he got to Drake. That is your label. Those are your results.
Compare that to what Kendrick has built. Baby Keem's second album debuted at number 4 on the Billboard chart, moved close to 80,000 copies first week, and charted 10 of 11 songs on the Hot 100 simultaneously. Party Next Door's last album did around 30,000 first week. Kendrick's signee on his second album outperformed Drake's best artist. That is not peanuts, that is the exact opposite of peanuts. And it makes the Schoolboy Q bar look even more embarrassing.
Because Q is not some underground rapper. He is a multi-platinum, back-to-back charting, stadium-filling artist with one of the strongest catalogs of the entire 2010s decade. Oxymoron and Blank Face LP are records that a large portion of hip-hop heads put in the modern classics conversation. Collard Green's Man of the Year, those songs are still ringing rooms to this day. To call Q peanuts is not just a bad take, it is a blatant lie, and Drake knows it.
And what makes the choice even dumber is that Drake had other options if he wanted to go after TDE's roster. Ab-Soul's commercial success hasn't always matched his talent. That bar might have actually made some sense. Instead, Drake chose the second most commercially successful rapper in TDE history, other than Kendrick himself. That is not a calculated shot. That is a massive misfire that reveals Drake doesn't actually know the landscape he's trying to talk about.
Schoolboy Q, his proper flowers. Blue lips, oxymoron. And blank face, That is one of the best 3-album runs of the last 15 years from any rapper, in any category. Critical acclaim, hit records, cultural impact, Q has checked every single box. The only reason he doesn't get enough credit in the broader conversation is because he shares a label with Kendrick Lamar. In any other context, his catalog would be the centerpiece of someone's legendary status.
And Drake's grand plan to convince the world that Schoolboy Q is an underground rapper, that is his big move. That is what's supposed to save Iceman. It's almost comedic at this point. We have genuinely reached a place where Drake is so far gone that you cannot even hide it anymore. There is no spin available. The man has no idea what he's doing.
And looking at the full state of where things are, everything, even remotely interesting in this Iceman era, has been about Drake's failures or his beef. Nobody is talking about the music itself. Nobody is excited about what he's actually rapping. The only reason anyone clicks on anything Drake-related right now is to laugh at the crash out, not because the music is compelling. And even in the snippets, the actual rapping, the delivery, the production, it is flat and lifeless. The flows are tired. The vocal performance sounds dull and uninspired. The production is some of the blandest we've heard from Drake in his entire career. There is no energy there, and it makes complete sense why this album keeps getting scrapped and rebuilt, because nothing in it sounds like it was made with a clear purpose.
The mixing, the auto-tune, the overall sound, all of it feels hollow. And the more snippets that surface, the less hope there is that Iceman can be anything other than a disaster. Every new piece of information makes the situation look worse. This is genuinely shaping up to be one of the biggest musical flops in hip-hop history, and Drake is the one building that runway himself.
Everything is riding on this album. The stakes could not be higher for Drake. And with every passing day, the chances of him pulling it off look smaller. There is no direction, no vision, no clear strategy, just chaos. And these snippets aren't giving anyone hope or excitement. They're giving people more reasons to worry about just how bad this thing is actually going to be.
And here's the core problem. If the only tool Drake has left to generate conversation is dissing people, but he has already established himself as someone who runs to lawyers when things don't go his way, nobody is going to take the bait seriously. Keep your eye on Schoolboy Q and others over the next few days, because if Drake starts officially releasing material with these name drops, the response from the rap world is going to be very telling. We saw how MCs treated J. Cole for stepping back from the beef. Drake would get a much harsher version of that.
Because rappers at least respect Cole for what he built in this craft. Drake doesn't have that same goodwill. This entire situation is heading somewhere genuinely ugly for him, and there is no clean path out. We have never seen a rollout fall apart quite like this before it's even off the ground. With more Iceman news almost certainly coming soon.
All we can really do is sit back and watch the disaster unfold in real time, because that's what this has become. Not a comeback, not a statement album, just a slow-moving train wreck with bad bars, recycled beef, and zero musical vision to back any of it up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy watching it all fall apart.
And if you want to see something actually impressive, Kendrick Lamar left a hidden 50-cent diss in one of his most recent songs, and barely anyone has caught it yet. That one is going to surprise you and remind you exactly why Kendrick is the most strategic rapper alive right now. Check out the suggested video.